My name is Jacqui Durkin. I'm Head of Court Operations for the Northern Ireland Court Service. I've been with the Court Service 25 years and my role at the minute is Member of the Management Board and Head of Division, and that means that I'm responsible for the running of the courts in Northern Ireland, the Enforcement of Judgments Office, Human Resources Unit and Business Development within the Court Service. My educational background was I left grammar school after O-levels and went to a local technical college to do repeats and to do A-levels, and at that time I knew I wanted to get into the world of work and I wanted a job. So I left after I'd completed my A-levels. In fact, I didn't finish some of my A-levels, and I left and joined the court service, and then after some years in the court service I decided to go back to education and I trained and qualified as an internal auditor. My career with the court service started 25 years ago when I joined as an administrative assistant, which is the lowest admin grade that you can join the civil service as. And my journey has really been through a number of operational posts in different courthouses throughout Northern Ireland. And then I had the opportunity to train as an internal auditor and to gain a qualification in something that was relevant to my work. And for the first time, I suppose I was really switched on to getting an education and getting a qualification that was relevant to the work that I was doing. So I completed my qualification at Jordanstown, at University of Ulster in Jordanstown, and then after that I decided that really I wanted to put that work and that qualification into practice, and I went into a number of management jobs. Some of those have involved things like an investment manager post, where I was involved in looking after money that children or people who have mental health problems or by virtue of their age they can't look after the money in court, so I carried out an investment manager role. I've also had a project manager role in different IT projects, but mainly it's been in operations. My career has really focused on delivering services in the courts in Northern Ireland and managing teams to do that. And I suppose that my career really took off around 2000 when I had an opportunity to go to Harvard and study with a program called Leaders for Tomorrow, and that involved a work placement in the criminal courts in Boston. And after that I really made a decision that I really wanted to pursue a career in the court service or in the wider civil service, and thankfully I've been very fortunate in that my career has progressed, and I'm now a grade 5 and a member of the management board in the Northern Ireland Court Service. Typically in a day I would spend a lot of my time looking at submissions, either draft submissions or reading submissions or management board papers, and that informs the governance of the organisation. It can also mean reviewing budgets internally with my team or discussing resource issues with them and making sure that we have deployed appropriate resources through the rest of the court service, and particularly in the courts in Northern Ireland. So a lot of it is to do with internal business planning, monitoring and making sure that we are meeting and achieving our business targets, and making sure that we have resources in place to make sure that we deliver services effectively. The skills that are really important for our staff are good customer service skills, about knowing how to communicate well with people, about having good interpersonal skills, but also being able to write properly and be able to use good English and have some numeracy skills as well. It's really important. The people who use our services are usually reluctant to be in the court environment or in the Enforcement of Judgments Office. They're generally not using our services for very positive reasons. It can be a family in dispute, it can be because of a criminal offence committed against them, it can be because they've committed a criminal offence, and sometimes they're very unsure about what's happening to them, and it's vital that our staff are able to provide them with the information that they need and treat them with respect and professionalism, and treating people with respect and having integrity is vital. It's the sort of values that this organisation, the court service, is very mindful of, and what we would look for in any employees. So if people are interested in joining the court services, if they're interested in learning more about what we do, there's a number of ways they can do that. They can certainly, we facilitate a lot of school placements for work experience. We would facilitate visits for schools so they can find out more about the justice system in general, and in particular what happens in the court environment. They can look at our website. We have a lot of useful information on the website. Because the range of jobs that we have, it's not just administrative jobs. We have lawyers, we have accountants, we have statisticians, we have a wide range of people who are involved. If you're interested in working with numbers a lot, we have a lot of people that support our finance division. But we also, our primary focus is on frontline services, and that's delivering a range of services in court and outside court in the courthouses throughout Northern Ireland. So we're not just a Belfast organisation, we're right throughout Northern Ireland, and with a very strong presence in our communities and a strong engagement with our local communities. If you're interested in joining the court service and you're still in school, a good way of getting work experience in the court service is to speak to your careers teacher and say you're interested in a placement. So we do have a range of areas in the court service. You don't necessarily have to be in a courtroom. It could be on our legal, with our lawyers, or with our finance division and the number of accountants. We do directly recruit at administrative officer level, and we also directly recruit lawyers and accountants. And then people, when they join the organisation, we're very much focused on developing our team and making sure that they have the chance to progress their career through the organisation. Certainly would advise looking out in the local press as well. That's how we advertise, and we also attend local job fairs as well to highlight and profile the career opportunities in the court service. What I enjoy most about my job is the variety of the number of people that you get to meet, and that no day is really a typical day. You can think you're coming in to do something in the morning, but your day can go completely different. And I think what really makes the difference is that you're making decisions that influences how court administration is delivered in Northern Ireland and how resources are deployed to do that. And where you have made a decision or been involved as a group in making a decision, and that has a direct impact on people and members of the public, solicitors, families who use our services, I think that's what I really enjoy the most about the job.